Man is arrested for fleeing from cops on speeding motorbike and driving through two Georgia counties before posting a clip of the wild high speed chase on TikTok. Like, he was caught because of this. This is probably one of the dumbest criminals ever, right? Like, here's the thing. As a guy, I am definitely a fan of seeing someone go fast on a vehicle. That being said, when you put other people in danger, that is not okay. When you break multiple laws and film yourself doing it, that's pretty darn stupid. So let's get into it. So, a TikTok and YouTube video helped police track down and arrest a speeding motorcyclist after he fled cops following a wild high speed police chase that took officers through two Georgia counties. The male suspect, who has not been publicly identified, weaved in between cars through Henry and Clayton counties as Georgia state troopers pursued him. After troopers lost contact with the vehicle, officers from Clayton County Police Department intervened. And before the chase ended, the speed demon suspect managed to record it on their social media, which eventually tipped off investigators. Clayton County Lieutenant Raymer discovered the suspect was riding a rare motorbike, a 2022 Triumph Street Triple RS. Registration records also revealed the sports bike was one of its kind in the area, which also disclosed the driver's identity, according to a news release by the Clayton County Police Department. When officers went to the suspect's home in Riverdale, approximately 15 miles from Atlanta, the driver confessed that he was the person who fled from the Georgia State Patrol troopers, and the man was issued 12 arrest warrants and taken into custody. Now let's actually check out this video, right? Volume only what? Suspect in custody, and the video was.
Every encounter with the cop from the start till the other video begins.
By the way, I've seen a lot of like motorcyclists do this sort of thing. Now, not necessarily seeing them with cops, but I have seen a lot of dudes on motorcycles doing this exact thing where they're weaving in between cars, going probably 90, 100 plus miles per hour, right? But for him to do this so blatantly against cops is kind of a crazy thing. And those that end up like listening to this, what this individual is doing, he's basically weaving all around different cars, in between cars, very like narrowly, going off of the side part of the highway, riding that to avoid a lot of traffic, then getting back onto the highway. And the thing that worries me about this type of driving is like one, it shows that he cares so little about his own life because all it takes, like, look, he's skilled enough to avoid a lot of vehicles, right? But what's to happen if there's someone that is like him that doesn't care for street laws and ends up, making it like merging into a different lane without any signal, doing things abruptly, being very aggressive, like they could end up just pulling like right in front of him as he's going like over 100, and guess what? He's just going to basically pop like a pimple. Like this type of driving is so dangerously stupid. Like dangerously stupid. Because look, it's actually lucky, right? That all he is basically going to get from this is a criminal record. Because he could have ended his life. He could have ended other people's lives. He could have like severely maimed himself, which might be even worse than potentially death, where you're completely crippled, you're basically a cucumber. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with going fast, but driving like this in such a dangerous way, trying to run away from cops while putting other people in danger is insane. Let's see. Still running away from cops. Like, oh, this is so dangerous what this dude's doing. Like, he's blatantly even like, he doesn't care about street lights. He drives in the other oncoming traffic lane. Like, this is the thing. What is amazing to me is that technically you could get a motorcycle for like 2 grand and probably do what he's doing in terms of like speed wise, right? Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. And oh lord, it's just so unbelievably dangerous. And this is the crazy thing to me. Like, it would literally just take like a random too big of a rock that he ends up accidentally hitting while doing this sort of running away from the cops, and he's destroyed. Like, his life is just done. Like, that is so crazy to me that people are willing to actually do something like this. Like, I understand driving the motorcycle. I don't understand blatantly putting your life at risk just because you don't want to get a ticket. Like, that seems kind of crazy to me. Let's see. So the vehicle was registered to a subject of Shangri-La Circle in Riverdale. The Instagram handle was noted by Lieutenant Reimers, according to the news release. And during the investigation, Reimers found photos of the motorcycle at the suspect's residence on the suspect's social media. He then reached out to Georgia State Patrol, advised him of the information he had found. And on December 14th, 2022, a Georgia State Patrol trooper came to the Sector 4 precinct to meet with Lieutenant Reimers, and after the meeting, both officers traveled to the 1000th block of Shangri-La Circle, Riverdale, Georgia, to conduct a knock and talk. Officers were able to speak with the suspect and view his motorcycle, who then admitted that he was the driver who fled from the Georgia State Patrol trooper in the original incident. Without the diligent efforts of Lieutenant Reimers to go above and beyond the call of duty, it is highly likely that the offender would not have been identified, and he could have continued to endanger the citizens of Clayton County, the news release stated. Crazy. Let's see some of these comments. What a village idiot. Woe be unto his sorry ass if he had harmed any of my loved ones. A suit of armor, much less a helmet, would not help him. Let's see. Best rated. You just can't fix stupid. I agree. Takes a special kind of stupid to post your crime online. I agree. There would be a roadside memorial somewhere and people crying about what a promising life he had in front of him. He's stupid on many counts. Speeding like that through traffics, blasting through intersections, which I thought was so crazy. Posting this video, and luckily he posted the evidence against himself. What a bonehead, anything for attention, and thank you, social media. I've got steel, plates and pins in my left leg due to stupidity on a motorcycle. I was lucky to get a second chance. Some guys aren't so lucky. Like that's the thing. Like this is the thing that I really don't understand, right? Because you're not just putting so much faith in yourself, in your skills, you're putting a lot of faith in other people on the highway that they're not going to just purposely go in front of you while you're doing something this stupid, right? Like, there's people that exist in this world that are just evil people, and if they see a motorcycle, they're purposely going to do something. Like, there's just people that exist like that. And so, for you to not be like aware of that potential possibility and you still do stuff like this is just so insane.